Imagine this. You wake up every morning, your knees ache, your fingers feel stiff, and your back just won't let you move the way you used to. You've tried supplements, stretching, maybe even painkillers. But what if the real problem starts the night before? What if something you eat, something that seems totally harmless, is quietly damaging your joints while you sleep? Tonight, you'll find out which common bedtime snack could be fueling your inflammation, slowing down cartilage repair, and making every step more painful. Stay with me, because avoiding just this one habit could mean waking up pain-free again. The nighttime trap. Have you ever noticed how some mornings your joints feel heavier, stiffer, or even a bit swollen, even though you didn't do anything unusual the day before? That feeling isn't random. Very often, it's your body quietly reacting to something you did just a few hours before falling asleep. And for many people, that something is eating too close to bedtime. When the sun goes down, your body starts switching from day mode to repair mode. Your metabolism slows down. Your blood flow changes direction, away from digestion and toward restoration. This is the time your body uses to rebuild tissues, clear inflammation, and recover from the tiny stresses of the day. But if you introduce food into the system, especially something heavy, salty, or sugary, the body gets a mixed message. Instead of focusing on recovery, your liver and digestive organs suddenly have to go back to work. This shift takes away energy and nutrients from the repair processes, including the delicate work of restoring cartilage and lubricating your joints. That's one reason why people who often eat late tend to wake up feeling puffy, achy, or rusty. It's not just about calories. When digestion continues late into the night, certain hormones, especially insulin and cortisol, remain elevated. These hormones can interfere with the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. And poor sleep, as you probably know, makes inflammation worse. So the pattern repeats. You eat late, you sleep poorly, your body repairs less, and your joints feel the consequence. There's also the issue of blood flow. During deep sleep, your body naturally directs more circulation to the muscles and connective tissues to deliver nutrients for repair. But if your stomach is busy processing a late snack, blood is pulled toward digestion instead. That means less oxygen, less nourishment, and slower healing for your joints. Over time, this can lead to microinflammation, the kind that doesn't cause sharp pain immediately, but slowly builds stiffness and sensitivity. Salt plays a sneaky role too. Many of the foods we reach for at night, cheese, chips, cold cuts, soups, or crackers, contain more sodium than we realize. High salt levels make the body retain water. That extra fluid increases pressure in the tissues, including around the knees and fingers, making them feel stiff or swollen in the morning. People often think this is just age, but it's actually a reaction to what was eaten hours before. Let's not forget fats. Eating foods rich in unhealthy fats before bed, like fried snacks or creamy desserts, can change the balance of fatty acids in the body. This matters because your joint membranes are sensitive to inflammation. An excess of omega-6 fats from fried or processed food can stimulate enzymes that break down cartilage. Meanwhile, your anti-inflammatory defenses are weaker at night. It's the perfect storm for joint damage on a microscopic level. You might be thinking, but I only have a small bite, not a full meal. The truth is, even small portions can disrupt the system if they're the wrong kind. For example, a single slice of pizza or a sweet pastry might seem harmless, but its combination of salt, sugar, and refined fat keeps your metabolism active for hours. And because you're lying still while sleeping, none of that energy is used. It's simply stored, often leading to increased inflammation the next day. Now here's something most people don't realize. The timing of digestion directly affects the health of your synovial fluid, the natural oil in your joints. When digestion happens late, your blood becomes more acidic, and this can temporarily change the pH of joint fluid. That tiny shift reduces its ability to cushion movement, so your cartilage faces more friction. It's not something you feel immediately, but over months and years, it adds up. The worst part is how silent this process can be. You might not notice a dramatic difference overnight, but every late-night snack you justify as just a little treat takes away a few minutes of your body's healing time. And when you add that up night after night, your joints simply can't keep up. The good news? This trap is completely reversible. When you stop eating 2 or 3 hours before bed, your body can fully shift into recovery mode. Inflammation markers begin to drop, the quality of your sleep improves, and your tissues finally get the time and oxygen they need to repair. Many of my patients are surprised to find that after just a week or two of this habit, their morning stiffness almost disappears. So if you often wake up feeling like your knees or hands aged overnight, it's not age catching up with you, it's timing. Give your body the quiet, uninterrupted night it deserves, and your joints will thank you in the morning. The real villains on your plate. Think about this. Every day you eat things that seem completely harmless. A small sandwich, a quick snack before bed, maybe a little sausage or a cookie. But inside your body, these foods can quietly turn into something much worse, a slow, steady fire that attacks your joints from the inside out. When patients tell me, "Doctor, I eat healthy, I just have a little snack before bed," I always ask what kind of snack. And in most cases, the answer explains everything. Because there are certain foods that may look comforting, but the moment you fall asleep, they start triggering chemical reactions that make joint inflammation stronger. Let's start with one of the most common culprits, processed meats. Bacon, sausages, ham, and cold cuts are filled with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives that your liver must work hard to neutralize. During the night, when your body should be focusing on repairing cartilage, it is instead busy detoxifying these additives. This process releases molecules called free radicals, which increase inflammation inside your joints. So while you're dreaming, your knees and hands are quietly fighting against this hidden attack. Another big villain is refined carbohydrates. White bread, pasta, cakes, cookies, breakfast cereals, they're all broken down into glucose very quickly. That sudden spike in blood sugar creates a cascade of reactions. Excess sugar binds to collagen, the protein that keeps your joints flexible and strong, forming what scientists call AGEs, or advanced glycation end products. These compounds make cartilage stiffer, less elastic, and more likely to crack under stress. And when that happens, your body sends immune cells to clean up the damage, creating even more inflammation. It's a vicious cycle that starts with something as simple as a bedtime cookie. Then we have fried and fast foods. When you fry something, even at home, the oil breaks down into compounds that increase oxidative stress. Most commercial oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids. Our body needs some omega-6, but when the balance between omega-3 and omega-6 gets too wide, inflammation becomes chronic. Your joints are particularly sensitive to this imbalance because the synovial membrane, the thin tissue around your joint, reacts quickly to inflammatory molecules. You might not feel it immediately, but over time this reaction makes your joints stiff and tender. Let's not forget about excess salt. Late-night snacks like chips, cheese, canned soups, or sandwiches often contain large amounts of sodium. Too much salt pulls water into your tissues. That's why you might notice your fingers look puffier in the morning or your rings feel tighter. This swelling increases pressure inside the joint capsule and limits movement. It's not just discomfort. That constant pressure gradually damages the cartilage surface, just like walking on a swollen ankle for too long. Now what about that healthy glass of milk or a slice of cheese before bed? Dairy isn't bad for everyone, but some people have mild lactose intolerance or sensitivity to certain milk proteins. This can cause the immune system to produce small amounts of inflammatory markers. If you wake up with joint pain or stiffness and you regularly eat dairy at night, it might be worth testing how your body feels after a week without it. Then there's something almost everyone enjoys: sugar. Even natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup can trigger joint inflammation when eaten late. Sugar raises insulin, and high insulin levels block the production of anti-inflammatory hormones such as adiponectin. It also causes the body to hold more sodium, adding to the swelling effect. Many people notice that after a sugary dessert in the evening, their knees or fingers feel tight the next day. That's no coincidence. Let's talk briefly about alcohol, because it often sneaks into the conversation. A small glass of wine might seem relaxing, but alcohol dehydrates you and raises uric acid levels in the blood. This can irritate the joints, especially in people prone to gout or arthritis. When combined with salty or fatty foods, it multiplies the effect. So if you enjoy a drink, try to have it earlier in the evening and in moderation. Some patients are shocked when they realize that the foods causing their morning pain are the same ones they thought were comforting. Warm soup from a packet, a slice of pepperoni pizza, or a sweet biscuit with tea, they feel harmless. But your body sees them differently. To your immune system, those foods are signals of inflammation and stress, not comfort. The good news is, awareness changes everything. Once you start noticing which foods make you feel sore the next day, you can begin adjusting. Replace that late-night processed snack with something natural. A few almonds, a piece of fruit, or some plain yogurt. Within days, you'll start waking up with less stiffness and more energy. And that's your body's way of saying, thank you for not feeding the villains. Remember, your joints are living tissue. They react to what you put inside your body, just like your heart or your skin does. Each bite you take before bed can either help your cartilage repair or quietly tear it down. Choose wisely, and you'll feel the difference every single morning. The sugar-inflammation connection. Picture this. It's late evening, you've had dinner hours ago, and you just want something sweet before bed. Maybe a cookie, a bit of chocolate, or a spoon of honey in your tea. It feels comforting, harmless, even deserved after a long day. But what happens inside your body after that small pleasure might surprise you. Because that sweetness, at the wrong time, can quietly fuel inflammation that makes your joints ache and stiffen by morning. Sugar isn't just about taste, it's chemistry. When you eat something sweet, your blood sugar rises and your body releases insulin to bring it down. That's normal. But when this happens late at night, it interferes with one of your body's most important repair cycles, the nightly restoration of tissues. During sleep, your cells are supposed to rebuild collagen, clean up damaged proteins, and reduce inflammation. Elevated sugar levels interrupt that process. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Sugar molecules attach themselves to proteins in your body, forming what scientists call advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Think of these AGEs as little sticky compounds that clog up the smooth surfaces of your cartilage. They make it less elastic and more brittle, like an old rubber band that's lost its stretch. Over time, this stiffness causes friction between bones. Your immune system senses that friction and sends in inflammatory cells to fix it. But instead of helping, those cells release chemicals that create more swelling and pain. This is why people who eat sweets late at night often wake up with swollen fingers, sore knees, or a dull ache in the lower back. It's not age catching up. It's chemistry gone wrong while you sleep. Now let's talk about the blood sugar roller coaster. When your glucose spikes and then drops again during the night, it disturbs your hormonal balance. Cortisol, your stress hormone, tends to rise, and melatonin, your sleep hormone, drops. Cortisol, in turn, is inflammatory. It keeps your body in a mild state of alert, even while you're supposed to be resting. The result? Poor sleep quality and higher morning inflammation. You wake up tired, stiff, and maybe craving even more sugar, which starts the cycle all over again. It's not just candy and desserts. Many healthy foods are packed with hidden sugar: fruit juices, flavored yogurts, breakfast bars, or light snacks. Even a cup of tea with 2 teaspoons of sugar can keep your insulin elevated long after you've fallen asleep. Your liver keeps working instead of resting, and your body struggles to regulate inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. This constant stress slows down your joint recovery and makes chronic pain harder to manage. Another key effect of sugar is its relationship with the gut. Your digestive system hosts trillions of bacteria that play a major role in controlling inflammation. When you feed them too much sugar, the balance shifts. Harmful bacteria grow faster, producing toxins that leak into your bloodstream, a condition scientists call metabolic endotoxemia. These toxins travel throughout the body, including your joints, where they trigger inflammation. That's why many people notice joint improvement when they reduce sugar. It's not just the calories, it's the change in gut chemistry. There's also the issue of oxidative stress. High sugar levels increase the production of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells. In the cartilage, these free radicals harm the chondrocytes, the very cells responsible for maintaining joint health. Over time, this leads to thinner cartilage and more bone friction. You might not notice it right away, but every night of sugary indulgence adds a little more damage. You might be wondering, what about natural sugars? Isn't honey better than refined sugar? To some extent, yes, honey contains antioxidants. But when consumed before bed, the effect on blood sugar and insulin is still significant. The body doesn't care whether the glucose came from candy or honey. The result is the same: disrupted recovery and elevated inflammation. So what can you do if you love something sweet? Timing and balance are key. If you crave sugar, have it earlier in the day when your body is active and can burn it off. And choose foods that slow down absorption, like fruits paired with protein or fiber. A handful of berries after lunch is very different from a slice of cake before bed. It's also worth remembering that our taste buds adapt. After about 2 weeks of reducing sugar, most people find that natural foods, apples, berries, even carrots, taste sweeter. The body recalibrates, inflammation levels drop, and energy becomes more stable. Joints feel lighter, less stiff, more responsive. It's not magic. It's your biology working properly again. Every night, your body gets a limited window to heal. Sugar steals that time. It tricks your metabolism into staying awake when it should be repairing. It fuels the same kind of inflammation that doctors see in arthritis and joint degeneration. By simply skipping that sweet treat before bed, you give your body permission to do its best work, restoring, rebuilding, and protecting your joints for the next day. So next time you reach for that cookie at 10 p.m., pause for a moment and ask yourself, is a few seconds of sweetness worth another morning of stiffness? Most people find that once they break the habit, the reward, waking up pain-free, tastes far better than any dessert ever could. Better choices for the evening. It's late, you're relaxed, maybe watching a show or reading before bed. You start to feel that little pull, a quiet craving. Something small, something to finish the day. That's the moment when most of us make the choice that either helps our body heal through the night or quietly hurts it. Let's be clear. You don't have to go to bed hungry. In fact, going to sleep with an empty, growling stomach can also disturb your rest. But the key is what you eat, not whether you eat. If you choose foods that calm inflammation and support recovery, your joints and your whole body will thank you by morning. Start by thinking about what your body is doing at night. It's not burning energy for movement. It's repairing, balancing hormones, and flushing out toxins. That means your ideal evening snack should be gentle on the digestive system, rich in nutrients and low in sugar, salt, and processed fats. It's not about restriction. It's about cooperation with your body's natural rhythm. One of my favorite options to recommend is plain Greek yogurt with a few berries. Yogurt provides protein and probiotics that support your gut health, which in turn reduces inflammation throughout the body. The berries, blueberries, raspberries, or cherries, contain natural antioxidants called anthocyanins that specifically target joint inflammation. This combination is soothing, easy to digest, and even helps produce serotonin, a precursor to melatonin, the sleep hormone. Another excellent choice is a handful of unsalted nuts, like almonds or walnuts. They contain healthy fats, omega-3 and monounsaturated fats, that act like lubrication for your joints. These fats also calm the immune system and reduce the production of inflammatory chemicals. Just remember, a small handful is enough. Too many nuts can make digestion slower, which is not ideal right before sleep. If you prefer something warm, try herbal tea. Chamomile, lemon balm, or ginger tea all have natural anti-inflammatory effects and can help relax muscles and joints. Ginger, in particular, contains compounds similar to mild natural pain relievers. Avoid adding sugar. If you need a bit of sweetness, a small slice of banana or a drop of pure stevia works better. Speaking of bananas, a small half banana with a spoon of yogurt or nut butter can be the perfect evening bite. Bananas contain magnesium and potassium, minerals that help your muscles and joints relax overnight. They also support steady blood sugar levels, which keeps your hormones balanced and your sleep deeper. Another great, often overlooked option is a small portion of oatmeal made with water or almond milk. Oats contain slow-digesting carbohydrates and a bit of tryptophan, which helps produce melatonin. They won't spike your blood sugar, and they provide soluble fiber that nourishes beneficial gut bacteria. A warm bowl of oats with a sprinkle of cinnamon, that's a bedtime comfort food that actually helps your joints recover. Let's also talk about what not to combine with these healthy choices. Avoid pairing them with caffeine, alcohol, or added sugar. Even a small piece of chocolate can contain enough caffeine to disrupt your sleep cycle. Alcohol might make you sleepy at first, but it reduces the quality of your deep sleep, the phase when your body repairs cartilage and connective tissue. So, a calm digestive system equals better restoration. Now there's one more habit that helps your body process food efficiently before rest: timing. Try to finish your last snack or drink about 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. That gives your digestive system enough time to complete its work, allowing your blood flow to shift toward repair instead of digestion. People who follow this simple rule often notice less bloating, fewer nighttime awakenings, and better joint flexibility in the morning. You might be surprised how quickly these small adjustments pay off. After just a few nights, many people report waking up lighter, with less stiffness in the knees or hands. It's not only about avoiding pain, it's about giving your body a better environment to heal itself naturally. Every healthy snack, every calm night, is like one step toward reversing years of wear and tear. Remember, your body is always listening. Every bite sends a message, either heal or struggle. Choosing the right foods before bed isn't a diet trick. It's a form of self-respect for the work your body does while you rest. If you treat it gently in the evening, it will reward you with easier mornings, better movement, and more energy to live the life you love. So tonight, before you reach for that cookie or leftover slice of pizza, pause for a moment. Ask yourself what your body truly needs, comfort or care. And then choose the option that helps your joints rest peacefully, ready to carry you with ease when a new day begins. Small habit, big change. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your knees don't ache. You stand up easily, your back feels light, Your hands move without stiffness. It's such a simple, beautiful feeling, freedom of movement. And the best part? You didn't get it from pills, injections, or complicated treatments. You got it from changing one small habit, the way you eat before bed. People often underestimate how powerful small adjustments can be. We're used to thinking that only big changes bring big results. But when it comes to joint health, the opposite is true. Your body repairs itself constantly, every night, every hour of sleep. If you just stop interrupting that process with heavy or inflammatory food, your natural healing systems finally get the space to do their job. Your joints are living, breathing tissue. They need oxygen, nutrients, and rest. When you eat too late, you deny them that rest. But when you allow your body to go into full recovery mode, inflammation begins to drop, cartilage starts rebuilding, and your connective tissues regain elasticity. You won't feel it all at once, but within a few weeks the difference is unmistakable. Think of it as giving your body a little quiet time every night. When digestion stops early, your blood sugar stabilizes, your hormones balance, and the tiny repair cells in your joints, the chondrocytes, finally get the oxygen and nutrients they need. It's like sending a cleaning crew into your joints while you sleep. They sweep away old debris, reduce swelling, and polish the surfaces so movement feels smoother the next day. And here's what many people find surprising. This small habit affects more than just the joints. When you stop eating late and avoid inflammatory foods, your sleep becomes deeper and more refreshing. Your energy levels during the day rise naturally. Even your mood improves, because inflammation doesn't just affect the body. It affects the brain too. Everything feels a little clearer, lighter, calmer. I've seen countless patients over 50 make this change and watch their lives transform. One woman told me she had been waking up with swollen fingers for years. She thought it was arthritis that couldn't be helped. But when she stopped eating after 7 in the evening and replaced her sweet tea with herbal tea, the swelling nearly disappeared within 2 weeks. Her morning walks became easier, and she even started painting again, something she'd given up because her hands hurt too much. Stories like that remind us how connected everything is. Joint pain isn't just about wear and tear, it's about balance, between inflammation and repair, between energy and rest. And every evening, you have the choice to help your body restore that balance. Skip the processed food, let your stomach rest, and your joints will quietly reward you with more comfort and freedom. Some people ask me, "Doctor, is it really that simple?" And my answer is always the same. Simple doesn't mean small. When you stop eating the wrong things before bed, you're not just avoiding harm. You're actively promoting healing. It's like lifting a constant weight off your body's repair systems. And once that burden is gone, your natural resilience returns. So tonight, do something kind for yourself. Have your dinner earlier, choose clean, gentle foods, and let your body rest. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. Even if you change this habit 5 nights out of 7, your body will notice. And every morning that you wake up with less stiffness and more ease will remind you that the effort was worth it. Healing is not about speed, it's about direction. Every small step you take towards supporting your body brings you closer to living without pain. So take that step tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. Give your joints the peace they need to heal, and they'll give you back what matters most: the freedom to move, to enjoy, and to live fully at any age.